everyone, and welcome back to another healthy keto eating show. And this is the same recipe that you would have seen yesterday in my slideshow. Just thought I would come in and do a healthy eating show with you guys as well with this meal because I'm just excited to try it. I have got another pizza here, but this time with a almond crust, and I have got a goat cheese and spinach chicken pizza. You guys would have seen it yesterday. Didn't that look delicious? If you didn't get a chance to see that, go in yesterday's video. I did a slideshow and a recipe on it, so you'll know how to make it. And today we're just gonna do some chatting. I kind of like doing that. I do want to do different recipes when I come in and I chat with you, but this just works out perfect because then I can get 2 videos done in one day and be able to teach and everything, because that's really what my healthy keto eating shows are, is more teaching, and just, you know, might as well eat the recipe that I show you guys, where I show you the slideshow, so it makes it easy for you to do the recipe. And then the next day you can come in with me, because I load this video, the next day you can come in with me eating the same thing and enjoy it with me while I chat with you guys. I'm excited about this one. This one is definitely you know, got that Italian vibe feel because of it being done with goat cheese and spinach and the olive oil I put on it with the crust, and then a spinach salad with oil and vinegar. Now the oil you would have seen is extra virgin olive oil, and then the vinegar is that was the oil, and then the vinegar is the apple cider organic vinegar, and then I just did some seasoning and Parmesan cheese. So yeah, I'm excited about this one, and I'm excited that it's done with the crust. Now if you can't have the almond flour, if some of you are allergic to nuts and can't have almond flour, you can do the crust as the chicken, like I did with the hamburger. Lay the chicken down as your crust, like I did with the hamburger. I use that as the crust, and you can use the chicken and do the same recipe, just not doing the almond crust. Your crust is gonna be the chicken. This one here would be a lower fat other than the oil I used, okay? I did have to use a little bit of oil on the pan just to kind of coat the pan. I only use like maybe a tablespoon, just, well, you guys would have seen the video yesterday, but just coating the pan just so it didn't stick. And then when you get it all done, and I'm ready, you know, like all fixed up after the crust is cooked, and you pull it out on the one side and you flip it over, and then you start to dress it. And then at the very end, I just add another about a tablespoon of crust, the whole thing, so you're not getting very much. I mean, what's on the bottom is just so that it doesn't stick, and then what's on the top is a tablespoon over the whole thing. Well, this serves, it's 8 slices, so it's serving 4 people. So even if it's, you know, even if you're making it less than 4 servings, still, it's not that much oil. And then of course I have, you know, about a tablespoon and a half of olive oil. So all together, I probably have about 2 tablespoons total here of oil, but other than that, everything's low fat. The almond crust is low fat. The chicken is low fat. The goat cheese is low fat. The mozzarella cheese is low fat. The spinach is not fattening at all, and the Parmesan is very low fat. So other than the oil, that's the only fat you're going to get. But if you're only eating 1 or 2 meals a day, that is okay, because you do need to get some fat in. I do teach that keto was designed 3 ways. And if you're new to my channel, I'll go over it real quick again. It's for losing, maintaining, and gaining. So nobody is going to be, you know, not all of us are going to be the same 75 to 90% fat that people talk about. That's more for maintenance or people trying to gain weight. Then they would be like the higher end, like 90%, and people trying to, in maintenance would be around 75 to 80%. Well, somebody trying to lose wouldn't do 75 to 80% if you want to get your weight off. You would still eat fat. It's a ketogenic diet, so you're still going to eat good, healthy fats, but it's not going to be that high. You are going to be more of a percentage of probably like 50 to 60%. It is going to be lower. The lower you go, the better, because you'll, you know, get that weight off quicker, because what you are doing is using your body fat as your high fat source. A lot of people say this is a high fat, low carb diet. It is. But if you have fat on your body, there you go. There's your high fat. I was taught this professionally by my keto doctor, my heart keto doctor, 2 keto nutritionists, my brother who does this as a job, and myself, all the studying I've done. And I've had pure success. I have been ketogenic over 4 years, got all of the weight that I wanted to lose. It was about 150 plus pounds in 15 months off. And with an exception of even more, I'm at 160 plus pound loss now. And in April, I thought it was March, but in April, I will be maintaining that weight of 128 to 130 pounds for almost 3 years. April will be 3 years for me. I'll do a journey video then of maintaining my weight. And I do eat a higher fat count now. I do 75 grams, right around there, a day. I do around 2,000 calories a day, and I usually do 1 to 2 meals. Right now, I am doing what's called the warrior diet, where you eat in a 4-hour 4-hour period, and then you go 20 hours no food. I mostly do OMAD, which is 1 meal a day. So then I eat every 23 hours, and I eat on that, 24th hours where I eat. I would say that's probably my most favorite. I've also done alternate day fasting where I go 40 hours no food and 8 hours where I eat. But my most favorite would probably be OMAD. I am liking the Warrior because you get to eat a little bit more, where you get a couple meals. So I do a couple of meals right now. I'm trying it out. I love it. It's still maintaining my weight. I do like it. The longer you go, the higher you get into autophagy. So the longer you fast for, you're hitting a higher autophagy. When you're hitting autophagy, you are curing and mending old cells, curing things in your body. Dr. Berg was just talking on a video today about how it will block and kill off cancers when you're in autophagy, because cancer grows on carbs. That's what it grows on. And when you're not eating a high carb diet, you're eating low, which ketogenic is 20 carbs or less in a day to be in a state of ketosis, which is just a big word for fat burning mode. Your body is always burning fat for fuel. So when you're eating that low, your body, and you hit that autophagy stage, that's even better because now it's fighting off cancers, it's fighting old cells, and even loose skin is old cells. So it'll mend the old cells, and you won't have a lot of loose skin. That's what I love about the ketogenic way of life and intermittent fasting. You want to add those two together. They recommend at least a 16-hour, but if you can do it longer, then that's great. But when you first start the ketogenic, I don't recommend anybody does any fasting. Get your body good and fat adapted for a few months, and but you're gonna start off high fat for the first 3 to 5 days to get your body into ketosis quick so you can avoid the keto flu. I know it sounds scary, but the keto flu is just feeling weak, fatigued, tired, dizzy, different things like that, like you would have if you had the flu, if you were a real high sugar and carb eater. If you want to avoid that, you're going to do more of like a carnivore diet for about 3 to 5 days, eating very high fat, like high fatty meats, keeping the grease on it, using butters and oils and all of that, eggs, when you go to low fat, it's going to be like egg whites or less eggs, but you want to eat eggs and cheese, things like that, high fat for 3 to 5 days till you see on that strip or the keto mojo, which is blood, to see that you're in ketosis. Once you're there, then start to lower the fat out and don't eat 75% then. You want to go pretty high for 3 to 5 days. You'll get into ketosis fast. Everybody's avoiding the keto flu that I teach because that's what I was taught. And then you will then start to lower everything until you get to maintenance. And as time goes on, you'll lower even more of the fat and even more till you get to your maintenance goal. And then you will slowly increase calories and fat, all good fats though. Don't be doing processed or dirty. A lot of people do dirty keto. You can do that once in a while, but don't do that on a daily basis. Don't eat processed food every day. Try to eat clean keto. The cleaner, the better, the healthier you'll be. That's how I pretty much eat. If you can buy organic and grass-fed foods, that's great. If you can't afford it, that's more of a dirty keto, but still try to be as clean as possible and try to stick with good healthy fats like olive oil for the oils, olive oil, coconut oil, avocado oil, MCT oil, which goes in your coffee. You don't cook with that. I think they do have a cooking MCT, I'm not sure, but I know the one I get is only for putting in your coffee, which is what they do for like a fat bomb when you're in maintenance mode. Or you could do that in the beginning when you're trying to get into ketosis faster. And then you want for healthy things is like fatty acid, fish, nuts are a good fat, eggs are a good fat, butter is a good fat, different things like that. You want to eat good, healthy fats, just when you're cooking like a steak or something, you can use real butter or you can cook it in like olive oil. You want to use good, healthy fats. That's what you want to do. You can still cook your foods in an air fryer even when you get to maintenance to avoid a lot of that bad fat that's on it. But you want to eat fatty, good, healthy, fatty foods. That's the important part about ketosis. So if you're new to my channel, that is how ketosis is done correctly. Now, I'm not saying that you have to follow me, that I know it all, that I am the king, S-H-I-T, to keto, or this big keto guru, and I know it all, but I was taught professionally. So when I tell you this, I bring it to the table professionally. And I have helped over 1,000 people get their life back. And when they're doing it my way and they're doing it correctly, following the plan that I put them on, every one of them lost their weight, got to goal, are getting to goal, or right now starting off but losing weight like crazy. They've done keto, and since they started the way I taught them, they're getting there. Now, people that have followed me come in and say, I'm following you, but I'm not following exactly. I'm eating too much fat. I'm doing this and that. Can you help me out again and get me on track? And when I do, they lose. So you will be very healthy. Do not worry about that. A lot of people claim you got to eat those fats. You got to eat those fats. Your body fat is your high fat source when you first start off. Why would you eat tons of fat when this is a fat burning diet? So it's going to burn the food you eat. Sure, you're going to lose weight, but you will, if you're very obese, you will lose, maybe 100 pounds, maybe a little over 100, but if you have like 150, 200 pounds to lose, you are going to finally hit a plateau and stop. I lost 160 pounds. I would not have done that in 15 months or 150 plus pounds if I had done what I did and ate a lot of fat. I never would have. Okay, but in the beginning I would have lost weight. You could just cut out diet pop if you're very obese and you're going to lose weight, but you're going to get to a stall. If you don't want to stall, listen to what I'm saying and cut that fat and use the body fat as much as possible. That doesn't mean you're going to do zero fat. It's impossible to do zero fat. When you're eating keto, it's almost impossible. But instead of doing what they're saying, the 75% to a 90% fat, no. Go more like 50 to 60% is what my doctor taught me. And then you're going to go even lower as time goes on when you get even skinnier. It gets harder to lose. So you got to cut even more fat. And then you're going to get to a point where you're going to be able to be maintenance eating, but then you're going to slowly increase those calories, very slowly, about 50 calories every 5 or 6 days until you get to a maintenance eating where you see that you're, where you get to a point where you're starting to gain, you got to drop down from there. So let's say I eat between like 2,000 to 2,200. If I eat over that, I've been able to eat 2,500, but that's just certain foods. But we're going to say I'm 2,000 to 2,200. If I go anything over that, I start to gain. So I know I need to stay under that. But that's a lot for a small girl. I am 5'3". Well, I range between 5'2" and 5'4". Some days at the doctor's office, I'm 5'4". It must be when I'm standing taller. I don't know. And some days I'm told I'm 5'2". But let's just go right in the middle. I'm 5'3". Okay, 5'3" at 128 to 130 pounds, we'll just say 130 pounds at 44 years of age, and I can eat 2,000 to 2,200 calories. Now, you could go even lower. Some people have to go lower. If they don't have a fast metabolism, you have to go even lower. You have to learn what your body is for maintenance, but that's what I've been doing. I've been doing it for almost 3 years for maintenance now. April will be 3 years for me, and I have done fantastic. You guys see me behind the camera all the time. You know that I'm not lying. You see my fashion videos. You get to see me in all kinds of different looks and outfits. So if I was gaining weight, you would see it. You would definitely see it in videos. So it's just the way that I was taught. So you can follow me and, see if it works for you. Everybody's going to respond differently, but everybody that I've taught to lower the fat and use the body fat, everybody's lost weight. Nobody's had a problem with that. They're all getting the weight off and getting to goal. Okay. I'm not saying, like I said, I am this professional guru and know it all and you have to follow me. But when you see real results with somebody, that's what you want. Real proof. There's proof in the pudding. So when you see somebody that's telling you they were taught by doctors, you see the proof. You saw how fast they got it off. You see how healthy they are. I cured a heart condition, you guys, a heart condition. Okay, I had a heart condition back in 98 from my son, postpartum cardiomyopathy. I was on tons of meds, and then I got on more meds for cholesterol, triglycerides, high blood pressure, IBS, PCOS. I was diagnosed later in life. I didn't know I had it, but finally the doctor was able to diagnose it. I had stomach gurge, acid reflux, I had everything. I was on over 20 medications. I am down to 2 medications that I take for my heart. I was always saying 1, but I forgot there is another one that I take that helps just with the blood flow, but it's a really low dose. It is lisinopril. A lot of people take that for high blood pressure. I don't. My blood pressure is actually very low. I run around 95 over 50 to 110 to like 60. I'm very, very low for a blood pressure. So I'm not taking it for that. They had to lower it down. I used to take 20 milligrams or 30 milligrams. I'm down to 5 milligrams of that lisinopril. And that's just to help the heart. Because, many medications out there aren't just for one thing. They help other things too. And the doctor just wants it just to help the blood flow because my heart is almost back to normal, but it still has that little bit of blood overflow that it does. So that's what it helps with. And then I take a beta blocker. I used to take 50 milligrams of that. I am down to 10 milligrams twice a day, and I used to take 50 milligrams. So yeah, I eliminated out so many meds. I cured and mended my cholesterol levels. Oh, I was also pre-diabetic. I eliminated everything. So it just proves that the way I ate, I was taught professionally. I'm as healthy as can be. My doctor has done 9 blood draws in the last 4 years for me, and every single time it comes back even better. Like she said, whatever you're doing, continue to do it because your blood work is perfect. You are in perfect health. And that's somebody that's in their 40s that had a heart condition and like 6 or 8 other health issues. I cured and mended all of them. So I wouldn't bring it to you guys. I wouldn't tell you guys that. My doctor was telling me people that are eating the high fat, the processed foods, eating all of that, sure, are going to lose weight, but in the end, they're going to have health issues. They're going to have problems with blood pressure, with eventually probably have problems with their stomach because of all the grease and icky stuff that they're eating along with being overweight, that they're going to have problems with their cholesterol levels. All of it, even in the beginning, could lower, but it's going to go back up again. My doctor said, because she does keto, and so does the heart doctor I see, does keto. They say that no, you would not eat the high fat because sure, in the beginning, your body gets shocked and you're not eating all these carbs, and so your body starts to mend, but then everything will come back. And if not everything, some things will come back and you'll have to start taking those meds again. You don't want to have to do that. So you want to, use your body fat as your high fat source so that your body can be healthy. And then you can eat healthy, good fats when you get to maintenance. But again, healthy, good fats. Don't go to processed food. I hear so many people doing lazy and dirty keto. A day or two doing that is fine, but not every day. You are not going to be healthy. Sure, you may be healthy in the beginning, but in the long run, like my doctor told me and my cardiologist of 30 years, said that they will eventually go backwards. That's what's going to happen. So I just want to teach you guys correctly because I want you guys to have the most success and be the best you can be. I am 44 years of age. I get told all the time I look younger. My skin is beautiful and healthy looking. I've showed you guys photos of me. If you didn't get to see that, go into my 4-year journey, which would be under my ketogenic journey. Go under that in my playlist and you'll see how bad my skin was, how bad I looked and everything, and how healthy I look now. People say I've taken 10 to 15 years off my face, my body. I don't have a lot of loose skin at all. I've showed you my stomach. I should losing 160 pounds, right? And especially at my age, I started this ketogenic right before my 40th birthday. I shouldn't have elaborate skin like a 16 to 20-year-old that just bounced right back, but it's because I did all the fasting and I ate correct. I didn't eat horrible, lazy, dirty keto. I hardly ever ate out. If I did a bunless burger, I didn't have the processed cheese. I didn't use the processed packs of mayo. I used the mayo from the back. I ate healthy, and that's what I did, but I basically ate at home. I made my meals at home. That's why you guys know I have almost 200 recipes. So I eat at home, and I keep it keto, and I try to do as much grass-fed and organic as I can, but if I can't, I do the best I can. So that being said, I just want to help you guys as much as I can. I want you guys to understand true keto. I want to help as much as I can. And, you don't have to listen to me. You don't have to, but I bring proof to the table. That's all that I'm going to say. And I've helped over 1,000 people. That's a lot. I've helped over 1,000 people. And the number is growing every day. Every single day, somebody emails me and asks for help. They started, and then I get progress messages from them, how great they're feeling, how good they're doing. They're being eliminated off of everything and staying off of it. And people that have been as long as me doing it, 3-4 years, they are not having any extra health issues. Nothing has changed. Their blood work only gets better. They're doing great. And so I just want to teach you guys what I know, what I was taught professionally, and I want you guys to have the same professional, results as I did. That's all that matters to me. I want you guys to be successful and get to that goal weight, because too many people, 99% of people will fail on diets. Don't call it a diet. It's a way of eating. It's called the WOW. WOE, way of eating. You're going to eat this way the rest of your life. Sure, you can have some splurge days once in a while when you get to goal weight, but don't have any before that. I didn't have any till I was at goal weight because I knew that I would go backwards. It messes with the mind and all of that. And I truly wouldn't have had any cheats if family members weren't asking me. I would have never cheated. I know people that do ketogenic that have never had a cheat day. And that's how I wish I could say it was, but I've only had 9 in over 4 years. And it was once I hit goal weight. After that 15 months, I had a few. So just for some holidays and stuff. But yeah, if you want pure success and you want to succeed in this, I'm your gal. I will help you. I will kick your butt into ketosis as fast as possible. I will set you up on a plan if you need extra help. Right down below, I link my email. If you don't get enough from my information from my videos, I'll set you up on a macro plan. I set everybody up. Everybody is different. I got to set you all up different. I need to know your age, your gender, your weight. Just so many things I need to know that's personal. So you need to email me and I will get you on a plan. And then I'll also give you a breakdown on keto and the things you can eat and, and what to do. So if you need help, like I said, it's down below. Also, if you're new to my channel, right down there is the subscribe button. Subscribe to my channel so that you are here and watching my videos. Watch them all the way through because there's so much information that you don't want to miss. Right below it is the bell. Hit the bell. You'll be notified of all of my uploads. And I know that I add in nails and outfits of the day for the fashion. I love that. And on Wednesdays, starting in the spring, I'll be adding my toe designs in. But other than that, the rest is all keto. I do recipes, treat videos, all of that. So definitely hit that bell. If you could do me a favor, since I do all of these teachings for free and even the extra, if you come to my email, I'm not going to charge you for that either. I'm going to do it for free. If you could do me a favor and help my channel to grow by Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, word of mouth. Tell them about me. Keep it keto and tell them that, tell them about that you know about me. You've watched my journey. You've seen how successful I've been. Send them over to my channel and let me help them get their life back like I did with mine. A little over 4 years ago, I completely changed my life and I am happier than I could ever be. And now that I've talked for, 20 minutes already, that's how it usually goes, we're gonna eat now. But like I said, I'm always here. Oh, and shoot me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Those thumbs up really make me smile. It does help my channel to grow as well. And it also makes me wanna keep making more videos when I see them. So shoot me a thumbs up. It's so quick. Just smash that like button, super quick for me. I appreciate it. All right, let's go ahead and try this delicious pizza. I have let it sit now so you can see that it is more, at first it's a little soft. So I always have you let the pizza cool. I said that in my video yesterday, but now you can see a little bit. It's hard. Doesn't that look delicious? Look at the crust, you guys. OMG, look at that. It's an almond crust. I've seasoned it up. I have to put my hand here because everything's dripping, but doesn't that look delicious? Let's turn this light just a little bit. That way so you can see it a little better. And oops, that's okay, Minnie, you'll get that, but look at the crust. Doesn't that look delicious? Yum, yum, yum. All right, let's try a bite. I have done a few pizzas, the last few videos, using hamburger as the crust. If you haven't seen those videos, check them out. Now, to keep those low fat, you'd use ground turkey or the lowest lean meat. I talk about that. Let's try a bite. Oh my God, I love that. Ooh, I love it with that almond crust. Wow, that is so good. And I love the olive oil on it. And that goat cheese, yum. Oh my God, that is good. Holy cow, that is so good, you guys. Look at that. Yum. Oh my God. That is good. Wow, there's so much flavor. You saw in the video yesterday, if you didn't, go see that. That tells you the whole recipe, how to make it. But I used a garlic powder. I used oregano flakes, pink salt, and pepper. I do light on all the seasonings because there is carb in seasonings. So I go light on all the seasonings except for the salt. I do heavily salt everything because you do need that when you're doing the ketogenic because this is a diuretic way of life, so you're going to get rid of a lot of fluid. So you just want to keep around 4,000 milligrams of sodium a day. Not just in the salt shaker though, in your foods. So, but yeah, I've seasoned it up, but everything is always light seasoning, but oh, it's got so much flavor. It's so good with that goat cheese. Now, if you're one that doesn't like goat cheese, and I think I said it in the video yesterday, you could use cream cheese. You could spread across cream cheese, but to keep it low fat, use a third less fat cream cheese. So I am drinking here, I want to show you this, called Clear America. It's a new drink that Walmart has. Now, yes, it is done with the aspartame, but it's not the Circlose. The Circlose is one that I can't really do anymore. In the beginning of my journey, I could. It never really kicked me out of ketosis, but now it kind of drops my color a little bit. And that's just if you urinate on those ketone strips, which is like a pregnancy test. You urinate on them, it'll tell you the color you are. If you are not negative, if you are any color, you are in ketosis. The darker, it goes from pink to purple. The darker you are, which is purple, that's just a higher fat burning mode. I would drop down in color if I use Circlose, so I don't do anything with Circlose, but I can do aspartame. This is just a flavored water. You would never guess it was flavored water. It tastes like a soda. It is got so much flavor and so much burst. I love it. I have tried the strawberry kiwi. I have tried the wild cherry, and my favorites so far, all of them are delicious. All of them. They're at Walmart for $2 and something, like $2.77 for a 12 pack of these. Excellent price. And they're called Clear America, and this one is the pineapple coconut. It is my absolute favorite. 0 sugar, 0 calories, 0 caffeine, 0 sodium. Awesome. And like I said, the aspartame is the sweetened sugar in it. Now, we don't recommend that on keto. We recommend monk fruit, stevia, or erythritol for the sugar, but sometimes people still do the diet sodas with the aspartame or the Circlose, whatever their body can handle. You just got to test with the strips. Now, the strips, you do got to wait hours and hours, like at least 16 hours or something to test. Maybe after 8 hours you could test, but just test hours and hours after you have something like this. But if you get the Keto Mojo, which is the blood one, which is much more expensive, you get 50 strips of the ketone strips for $6 at Walmart or a local drugstore. They're a little bit more. But the Mojo, the Keto Mojo, where you test with blood, that will tell you, like I could drink this and test right after and it'll tell me. But that's $50 for the kit, and then after that, when you buy the strips, it's $1 a strip. So you get 50 strips, it's $1. So it's more expensive to do that, but at least you can test quicker with things. But I've never had to worry. I've been in keto for so long that I know when my body's kicked. I buy and have on hand the ketone strips always, but I never even use them. I know when I'm kicked. You will learn your body. Oh my goodness, excuse me, you guys. I knew that was going to happen when I talk. And, well, I haven't even drank the soda yet, but I did have some prior to making dinner. Sorry about that. I did not mean to burp on here, you guys. Excuse me. I'm sorry. But anyways, like I was saying, I know when I'm kicked. But in the beginning, you're not going to know. So you're going to want to test and check your levels and stuff to make sure that you're not getting kicked from things. But I love these waters. They taste like a soda. They are very, very good. Oh. This pineapple coconut. I love anything that's like a tropical drink. This one is so good. I love it. Remember, it's called Clear America. They have wild cherry. I love the wild cherry too. Strawberry kiwi, strawberry, pineapple coconut, and I think black cherry. They have 5 flavors. Now, we do recommend that you stick with things like the Zevia, which is done with the stevia. Much better for you, but people still drink diet sodas, and I don't do them often. I don't drink, the waters and stuff like that. I don't do them often, but once in a while I like to have it. And you guys know, you see my videos. I don't always do something like this. I usually do water, but once in a while it's okay, and I'm in maintenance, so. Oh my God, this is amazing. Like I said, if you are one that can't have almond flour because you're allergic to nuts and you can't have almond flour, there are different ways to make pizza. You can use the Joseph flatbread. I don't recommend those a lot though because they are very high carb and they're not truly keto. But you can make that as a thin crust pizza. You can make pizzas with egg, and believe it or not, I forgot to tell you this, you can make it with egg and cheese. Mozzarella cheese can make a crust, but that's going to be very high fat. But you can make I think I have a video on it. If you go into my playlist and look up one of my pizzas from way back, I show a crust. A pizza crust like that you can make with cheese. I'll do another video on that for you guys. Actually, if I find it, I'll link it in this video so you guys know where it is. Just go right there. I'll link it down here. If I don't have it and I didn't do one because I thought I did, I will do one for you guys and show you. But there is one that is just, believe it or not, is egg and cheese. Okay, that's all it is, or whatever. That makes a crust, and then you cook it and then pull it out and then you dress it up. But anyways, if you can't have it, so there would be 2 ideas. Somebody suggested the other day cauliflower, but do your own cauliflower. Don't buy a cauliflower crust pre-made in the stores. They are very high carb. For like one slice, it's like 8 or 10 carbs. It's like because they're adding a bunch of stuff to bulk it together. So do your own cauliflower crust at home. They have many videos on how to make that. Just Google it, a cauliflower crust at home, and learn how to do that or whatever. Or you could just do the meat like I did. Use the chicken as your base, as the meat, or ground turkey or hamburger for your crust. You could do it that way too. But this crust is amazing. If you can have almond flour, I suggest making it this way. It's so good. Let's try the spinach salad. I love olive oil and vinegar together. I make it homemade at home. I love to make a homemade dressing. So Italian tasting. And spinach for a salad is so good for you. That's another thing. Some people do don't worry when you see me brushing this stuff off because my dog is right below me and she eats everything. So she's my human vacuum. And I'm a spotless housekeeper anyways. But anyways, a lot of people, like they want to do like the iceberg lettuce. That isn't going to be nutritional at all. You can have it, and I had it the other day. You can have it. It's not nutritional at all, but it's okay. Maybe you could use it for like extra water, mix it through some things. But basically you want to do like a kale or a romaine lettuce or a spinach salad. Those are much more, nutritional. But if you don't like spinach or kale, then you can do romaine lettuce. That would still be a better lettuce for you. Yum. I try so hard to keep these videos short, but I have so much to teach. mean, if I'm coming in and showing you the same thing that you already seen a slideshow yesterday on the video, what fun is that to see it twice in a row unless I'm doing a lot of teaching with that? Oh my God. It is so good. There's so many things that I've recreated and made, and I'm sorry. This is like one of my favorites. I'm definitely going to make this again. I want to show you up close again. Look at that. Look at that crust. Oh my God. Look at this. Doesn't this look heavenly? Oh my gosh, you guys. Come on. Don't tell me that this doesn't look delicious, and tell me that somebody would look at this and say, ooh, I don't want to do keto. That looks gross. I cut my lip. I tell you that in my fashion video. If you can see that. I cut my lip. The other day I was cleaning. I'm a clean fanatic. And the other day I was cleaning, and I was getting under the cupboard to get a sponge out, I think. I don't remember. I was washing the floor, and it hurts so bad I keep bumping it. But I was getting a sponge out because I was doing the bathtub. That's what I was doing. I was washing the bathtub, so I needed a sponge. And I went into the kitchen to get a sponge, and I came down and just caught the corner of the ledge and split my lip. Oh my gosh, I was bleeding so bad. I was in so much pain. I was bleeding so bad. And I'm just like, oh my God, I got my video coming out. Because I always do it, pre-record my videos. So for my outfit, that's already done for the week. That's already done for Friday. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I hope I can cover that. It looks so bad. It was so swollen and so bad at first, but I iced it and everything, and it wasn't bad. You couldn't even notice in the video, barely at all. But today you see it more because I kind of split it open again today by accident because I keep bumping it. It's trying to heal, and I keep bumping it. I mean, it's in an area where you're bumping, you're eating, you're doing things. I keep bumping it. But yeah, I don't know if you can see that. Look at that. Oh, I split it, and it hurts so bad. Ouch. I was telling my husband that, because he was at work when it happened. He said, everybody's going to think that I punched you in your face. I said, yeah, I should tell them that. I should tell them all that. That's what you did. No, my hubby would never hurt me. In fact, my husband is so gentle and so worried about me constantly. When I called him to tell him I cut my lip, he literally wanted to leave work to come home and check on me. He was so worried about me. I mean, this guy is so worried about me that if he's got he comes in from outside and he's got anything on him or anything, and I go to give him a hug or whatever, he's like, I didn't get nothing on you, did I? Like, he worries. He constantly worries about me. He loves me so much that he worries so much. So he'd never lay a hand on me, and I wouldn't be with a guy. I did date a guy that beat me back when I was 19 years old. I was 18 or 17 when I met him, and I stayed with him until I was 19. He didn't do it for like the first 6 to 8 months. But it was hard to leave somebody like that when you're young like that. You're afraid of them, afraid of a person. They threaten you. You know, you're young, you're stupid, and you stay. But I would never be with another guy that would ever do that. But he started laughing. He's like, just tell him that I hit you. But yeah. Oh, man, that hurt when I came down. I called my husband crying. He's like, oh, my God, what's wrong? I'm like, I just busted my lip open. He's like, you're always doing so much. Calm down. He goes, you clean enough. The house is spotless. I'm like, yeah, I needed to clean the bathtub, though. And I just leaned forward, and I just nicked the corner of the way that your counters are, and it has that corner there, and I came down and I bashed it. All that hurt. And right on your lip, that's a sensitive spot, right under the nose. Oh, my God. If you punch somebody right here, that's how you knock somebody down. If you want to get away from somebody, punch them right here. That hurts bad. I was crying. Oh my God, I love this pizza so much. Well, I know what my lunch is going to be tomorrow. Because this was 4 servings. So I'm going to have my other 2 slices tomorrow for lunch or dinner. I love it with that olive oil. Yeah, out of all the pizzas I've done, I like this one the best so far out of the ones I've made. I like it with this crust. I'm going to do more with this almond crust. I just was out of it. That's why I was doing it with hamburger, showing you guys how to do different crust. And this can be done with chicken as the base for the crust. But The carb count is insane. For the whole pizza is only 13 carbs. For everything that I put together with it, dressed and everything, 13 carbs. Now you're splitting that 4 ways. So what is that? Let's see, 4 times 4 is 16. So 3 times 4 is 12. So yeah, you're a little over 3 carbs. A little over 3 carbs for a serving. So for 2 slices of pizza is a little over 3 carbs. And then with my spinach salad is only 1 more carb. So I've got 4.5 carbs. My plate is only 4.5 carbs. I would have said that in my video yesterday, but 4.5 carbs. Unbelievable. And it has a crust. If you know what you're doing, keto can be really low carb and you can eat really good. I love spinach salads. I love spinach. I'm glad I'm a person that likes spinach because it's so good for you. High in potassium, high in magnesium. Very healthy for you. This wasn't baby spinach though, so the pieces are a little bit bigger. So you can cut it up. I didn't cut mine. Run it through this oil. Might as well get all the oil because mine is measured out for the day. This is the last meal I'm having for the day. Then I'm going to go 20 hours without food. But every bit of this oil is included in mine. So I might as well get all that delicious seasoning and Parmesan cheese and olive oil. Last bite. Crazy good, you guys. Oh my God, that was crazy good. Now, there's some of you that don't like goat cheese. Like I said, you can use cream cheese. You can use 1/3 less fat if you are trying to lose weight and you're trying to lower and use, because goat cheese is lower in fat, but cream cheese isn't. But they make a low-fat cream cheese, 1/3 less fat. So that's what you would use. But if you were in maintenance mode, you could use regular cream cheese then, because that, would be okay to have the fat. Oh my God, a delicious dinner and a delicious drink. You can't beat tonight. Tonight was one of my favorite healthy keto eating shows. Yum. Oh, absolutely delicious. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you had fun with me. Sorry that these videos are always around 40 minutes. I'm sorry about that, but I hope it teaches you a lot. Definitely try this. And I hope if you got the video yesterday, I hope you tried it, because I did say that I was going to do a video in there for tonight, sitting down. So I hope you guys were able to make it and enjoy it with me. If you did, let me know about down below. Anytime you guys have any messages or anything, let me know. If you want me to try to recreate something and turn it into keto, send me a message down below and I will be more than happy to figure out how to turn it into keto. I love you all very much. Thank you for all. Hang on. The soda, talking, not too good, that go good together. That's why I like to drink water. But anyways, one more thing. Okay. I am always here if you guys need anything. Thank you for all your love and support. Thank you for the subscriptions, and thank you for all the comments. I love you guys very much. Again, if you need extra help, my email's down below. Other than that, everybody take care. God bless, and I'll see each and every one of my keto peeps and my subscribers in my next video. And always remember, from now until I come back, always remember to what? Always remember to keep it keto.